Hey guys, it's been a bit, I know. We just went through so much, and I've waited a really long time to do this certain thing and to put it on my channel, and finally it's happening. I'm getting my DNA tested. So for me, I've always wanted to do this because I grew up with my mother's family and I want to know more about my father's side of the family, my Boricua side, and know, more about my heritage, what's in me. And honestly, I've never traveled anywhere outside of the country. I haven't even been to Puerto Rico. So I want to, find out all these places that my DNA comes from and hopefully like travel to them and learn more about who I am and, why I am the way that I am and stuff like that. For me, I've always experienced people being like, oh, you're Spanish, you're Puerto Rican. And to me, I feel like I look so Puerto Rican because I don't look like my family. My family has light hair, light eyes, and stuff like that. So I feel like I want to know more about that part of me. So I guess let's just get into it. I need to break open this seal. What I didn't tell you guys is that when I signed up to get this DNA kit, it also came with, you could spend an extra $1 to be able to find out all your ancestry, like when it comes to documents and stuff like that online. And I have found so many things already. It's been really cool and fascinating. My grandmother on my father's side, my Puerto Rican grandma, she did an Ancestry DNA kit. So once I turn mine in, it's gonna be like, oh, you have a direct relative. So I'm excited to see and like share all of the documents and stuff that we have for our family tree. So when you open it up, it says, welcome to the beginning of your story. It has your little activation code on the back so that you can, see all your DNA stuff online. And then it just tells you how to do this, which we've all seen online. Just, it's a spit DNA into tube type of thing. Okay, and then we're gonna mail it in. I'm so nervous. This is the tube. Oh my God, this is so crazy. So this is what it looks like, the tube, and then the collection bag. And then this is the little thing to send it back in. I guess activate my kit first, it says step 1. So let's do that. Since I'm on my phone, we're gonna do it on my laptop here. It says go to ancestrydna.com/activate. Also, I recommend that before you do this, you look at all of the privacy agreements and what the companies are allowed to do with your DNA and stuff like that. And for me, I felt most comfortable with ancestry.com. There's also 23andMe that you could do, but this is who I felt most safe with doing. And then also when I researched on YouTube and was looking at other people's videos, some people did both of the tests and a lot of people liked Ancestry more. I can link some other people's videos that I watched down below so that you guys can see those too and make your decision on who you want to use. So now you have to give consent for the DNA processing and then give consent that they can store your sample in case any new things come up. Oh, okay, so I didn't know, but you have the option to not see if your DNA matches anyone, but of course, I'm interested, I wanna know. Okay, so from the date that I send it out, it'll be 6 to 8 weeks to find out my results. I only did the regular DNA one, not the health one, so I'm only gonna know about like what ethnicities are in my DNA and stuff like that, and I think some traits, but not anything health related. I'm assuming because of the pandemic that it's probably gonna take longer than 6 to 8 weeks, so I'm gonna be moved out of this apartment and into a new apartment, so I'm gonna have to change my address on here. Okay. So now it's all done, it's activated. Now we start spitting into the tube. So let's open this up. This is so crazy. Oh my God. Wow. And then you also have to do this blue fluid part, which what the heck is this? I don't know. It doesn't say, does it? To stabilize the DNA in your saliva. Oh my God, we're like being scientists over here. Okay. So the blue wavy line. Let's get to work. Oh, this is gross. But I feel like I'm already doing a good job. It says, until your saliva, not including the bubbles, is at or above the wavy line. So this is what I have so far, if you want to get all gross about it. It says do not overfill either. Okay, I think I'm halfway there if we're not including the bubbles, so. This is gross. Do not eat, drink, smoke, or chew gum for 30 minutes before giving your saliva. I brushed my teeth a while ago. I don't know how long ago, but. Oh, wow, I'm almost there. I think I'm at the wavy line. Wow, look at me. My mouth doesn't feel dry or anything, so. It looks like, sitting down, it looks like it's good. It looks like it's perfect. That's my DNA. Ooh. Okay, now take off the funnel. And replace it with this. Screw on the enclosed cap tightly to release a solution that will stabilize your DNA. Oh! Oh my god. I let go. Oh! Tighten to release the stabilizing so you will know that works when the blue solution from the cap has emptied into the tube. Whoa. Shake the tube for at least 5 seconds. This will ensure your sample mixes thoroughly through the solution so our lab can best process your sample. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Woo! Oh my goodness. Ah! All right, now place the tube in this collection bag. Well, I guess in case it leaks, it like they leave a little tissue in here, but I don't think it'll leak. Okay. Oh my, wow, this was really easy. A lot easier than I thought. You're so nervous that you don't want to like fuck anything up. All right, this is the collection bag. So now you put the collection bag in here and send it out. And it already comes with adhesive. And then you're done. Wow. Super easy. Keep this card until your results arrive. So I guess we're gonna wait 6 to 8 weeks and then we'll see the results. So I'll see you then. Hey guys, it is day 300 of quarantine. Long story short, I have moved into my new place in West Palm and I finally got my Ancestry results. So let's dive in. I hope you can't hear Dewey in the background, but I'm so nervous. I've waited literally days, even though I got the notification, because I just haven't had time to film the video. So it's literally 11 p.m. And it's been 4 days. I've just been waiting and I'm really nervous. And of course now the Wi-Fi isn't working. I'm now going to log into Ancestry. I can't believe this is happening right now. Oh my god, I'm so nervous. It says your DNA results summary. Oh my god. So, okay, I need to take a picture of this. I literally have so many percentages in what I am. Wow. It's already telling me, oh my god. My heart, you and 9 of your DNA matches. along with 261,000 other DNA members are all genetically linked to this region in Ireland. Whoa! I'm not ready. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna take more pictures. I'm gonna take more pictures for you guys. I'm going to cry. The amount of countries on my ancestry is astronomical. Okay, so I'm 56% Ireland and Scotland, which makes sense because my mom's side is like nearly 100% Irish, with just like little bits of like French, English, Native American. So 56%, which means that that's more than 50%, which means that part of my Puerto Rican side has a little bit of Ireland in it, which is crazy. And it tells me the exact parts of Ireland. Your ethnicity estimate is 56%, but it can range from 44 to 61% just in Ireland. They have two specific regions, one called Connacht and the other one called Leinster. So where's the Connacht part? Okay, the Connacht part is West Ireland, and the Leinster part is East Ireland, and both of them are pretty central. Wow, that's so crazy. Next is Portugal. 9% Portugal and 9% Spain, which makes sense to me because I know that my Puerto Rican side is from the Canary Islands, which is like the Iberian Peninsula, so that makes a lot of sense. So that's 18% like Iberian Peninsula. Oh my god, this is really exciting. I so want to travel to all these places. Okay, so after Portugal and Spain is England, Wales, and Northwestern Europe, which is probably the English side of my my white side, my mom's side, but who knows, it could be a part of my Puerto Rican side because, you know, England is close to Spain. Well, it's closer to Ireland. And then so many parts of the continent of Africa. So first I have Cameroon, Congo, and Southern Bantu peoples, 4%. Mali, 3%. Northern African, which is 2%. Nigerian, 1%. Senegal, 1%. So how much is that? 11% African. Wow. That was a lot more than I was expecting, to be honest. But I think that's really cool. I was hoping for indigenous Puerto Rican so bad, Taino, and I got it. So that's so cool. So the Native American that comes up in me is Native Puerto Rican, which is Taino. That's 2%, which is so cool. And then also indigenous Cuba. So that's another, so that's 4% native indigenous. Wow. France is 2%, which is lower than I thought. When my mom had her ancestry done, we found out that she was a lot more Irish than anything else that we thought was in us. I also have, oh, I have more indigenous. Oh, wow. Okay, so I'm actually 6% indigenous, 2% Puerto Rican, 2% Cuban, 1% Haitian and Dominican Republic, which makes sense because all of that is the Caribbean. And then less than 1% indigenous Americas, which would be like Mexico. Wow. Okay, now it's saying additional communities. So I don't know why it's saying that. Okay, so it's telling me that like my Puerto Rican regions, so it recognizes that I'm Puerto Rican and that there's Portugal and Spain and indigenous Taino, which makes sense. Wow. Oh my god, I'm trying not to get emotional. Most of it is like northern central, Puerto Rico, which is true because my grandma said that we are from a place called Puerto de Tierra, which is a little place near San Juan, which is north central Puerto Rico. So my grandma came up, my aunt came up, and then someone who I don't know came up as a second cousin. This is so cool. And then it tells you about the history of where you've come from. I was honestly not expecting this many countries. I was not expecting to be, what was it, 11% from the continent of Africa, which I expected a little bit being Caribbean, that there would be African, but oh my god, this is, wow, I'm like freaking out. This is not what I expected, but I'm like so happy with it, and it makes me want to cry because especially my Puerto Rican side, like I know my mom's side, I knew that she was almost 100% Irish, but this is me finding out like about my dad's side of the family, about more about my Puerto Rican side, which because my dad isn't in my life, it's hard for me to find out this information. I'm literally about to cry because you're just like learning more about yourself, and then like the wanderlust is just like, oh, you need to travel to these places, and like I'm such a like spiritual person that I have that a little gut feeling like, oh, you're gonna go to these places and you're gonna feel like, you know, something. I am trying not to cry. My camera angle might have changed and might continue changing because my cat wants to lay on my bed and that's where my tripod is, so I'm sorry. So I'm sort of like basically half and half, because the Puerto Rican side is where all of this like Hispanic and African and stuff is coming from. So I'm literally, my DNA tells me straight up what I am, which is like half Irish, half Puerto Rican. But I'm so white passing that no one knows. Okay, I feel like I'm really up close now, but the amount of times I've had to refilm this because of my cat, because of not having enough space on my iPhone is astronomical. So to continue, people who are related to me, 3 people have already messaged me, which is really cool because I don't talk to my dad. And so like getting to talk to people that I'm like related to on another side is just amazing. Okay, I'm gonna go, but this has been great. I recommend this to anyone, and I recommend specifically Ancestry. Knowing all that Ancestry has done over the years and all the documentation they have access to, that is why I made my choice to go with Ancestry versus 23andMe, but it's honestly up to you. This has been an amazing experience, so I totally recommend it. Thank you guys for watching. Love you.